Hello, thought I'd introduce myself. I just purchased a new Sylvan Go. One of the reasons I purchased this trailer is to be able to tow it with a Tesla Model Y. I've actually towed it a little bit. I'll have some more data on that, but it tows pretty good. Has about a 10 to 20% hit on range, depending on how fast you go. It's probably best to tow it under 70 for maximum range. But if you need to tow at 75, it uses about 20% more power. I'm testing the Ecoflow inside the new Sylvan Go. Just set it up for the first time. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to set the Ecoflow on this shelf between the two beds and cut two holes, one below that bottom bar and one above that bottom bar for the intake and exhaust vents to go out. And believe it or not, I think this thing's gonna cool this camper down pretty good. It'll definitely make it nice and cool for sleeping at night. How it'll do when the bright sun hits it, it's anybody's guess. My guess is a 5,000 BTU wouldn't be able to keep up with the heat. But my main goal is to be able to sleep nice at night and not be hot. Okay, you can see where I cut my first hole. That one's going to be for the intake, and then right between the two aluminum bars I'm going to cut the hole for the exhaust. And yeah, there's nothing like cutting a 5-inch and 6-inch hole in your brand new camper, but I really do want an air conditioner in it, and I think this will be the best way to install it. I found these louvered vents on Amazon. They got a screen on the back of them. They got a nice splash guard on them for rain. There's a 6-inch and a 5-inch. They come as, you can buy them both sizes. I'll put a link to them in they're off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description section. I decided to install these units using just plain Permatex adhesive, RTV silicone adhesive. We'll see if that's strong enough. If not, I'll drill some holes in the back into the flange and drill and tap them and put in a couple of screws to hold it in. But I think this Permatex will probably do pretty good. I'm using some alcohol to clean off the hole to make sure there's no residual mold release agent from the forming process of the back wall. Well, I got the vents installed. Used the RTV silicone adhesive. Stuff works great. Just know if you use it, you're going to get it all over everything. About the only thing I could find that would dissolve it and wipe it up with a paper towel was WD-40. You don't want to put it directly on your seam, but anything you get anywhere else, it's a good thing to get it off with. I'll show you here an example. As you can see, there's a little bit of the black silicone there. Spray a little WD on it, and it pretty much wipes off. So WD is going to be the thing you need, and a pair of disposable, or a bunch of disposable rubber gloves and about 1 million paper towels will probably not hurt anything. Well, here's the Ecoflow set up and working. I did shorten the big hose a little bit. As you can see, I just cut it off, screwed one of the things back on. They clipped onto the flange. It's pretty good. I had to make a temporary coupler. I'm going to make a little bit better coupler for the hoses for the vents. But this is it. The way I'm using it right now is both of the side vents and lower vents are open because it's about 87 degrees. And this is closed. So I closed the plastic. And the reason is when you lay back, the air blows out from the unit, hits this, and it comes down on this side and it comes down on that side. So while I don't think this unit could cool this camper or tent, if you will, in a bright sunshine, I think it definitely can give you a nice breeze, maybe even a couple of small 12-volt fans or even just a plug-in fan, so it would be the ideal for it. Anyway, that's what it looks like, actually hooked up and attached. If you'll notice, there's a kink in the line. I did allow it so that I could put the battery underneath the Ecoflow if I get the battery for it. Right now, I'm just planning on using it for campgrounds that have electrical power, so don't really need it right this moment.